Tom's football book review today. I'm reviewing Inside the Hermit Kingdom by Phil Harrison. Now, the book itself talks about football in Albania under communist rule, the brutal dictatorships, the impact on the clubs, the players, the fans, the teams visiting Albania, and it's written really well. When teams from Europe came over, there were strict rules. The idea of players with long hair coming up against teams that had players imported from other teams. It talks about the early origins of football in Albania, and then when this brutal dictatorship took over under the Iron Curtain, how it modelled itself more on China rather than Russian rule, how players basically would be sentenced to slave labour if they didn't agree. But football gave the locals something, it gave them an insight. As if other communist countries, name changes were brought in. It talks about them when they went playing in overseas tournaments, how UEFA had difficulty with them. It's a very good book by Phil Harrison, and it's definitely worth a read. Albania may not come across as your most, what you call, footballing country history-wise, but this book is very well written and makes some very valid points. And another country that sort of laid the foundations where today Albanian football is currently on the up, and it's a totally different shape and form of how the country and football is now to how it was back in the 60s, 70s, 80s and early 90s. Tom's football book review.